Half a century ago, Little Rock was the setting for an integral part of the civil rights movement. The world watched as 9 African-American students traveled into the all-white, upscale neighborhood to attend Little Rock High School. Today, despite the historical significance of the school, the community surrounding Central High School has been neglected. Over the past few decades, abandoned houses have become common sights, business has been slow to bloom, and violence has become closely associated with the reputation of this historic community.
People have this conception of this area being the hood, if you will. I've had people ask me about, why did you move to the hood? And I say, well, I moved into the Dunbar historic neighborhood, you know, surrounded by the Central High School neighborhood. So I think that changing that perception of the hood to a neighborhood.
I believe that many Central students have said that they haven't traveled outside the senior lot and the junior lot of Central because they're afraid of the neighborhood, and that the neighborhood is ghetto or not a positive, doesn't have a positive image.
To change the perception from hood to neighborhood has been a long, hard fight for the community, as the image of unsavory gang-related violence still lingers in the wake of the 1994 HBO documentary, Banging in Little Rock.
We shouldn't have a negative image on this neighborhood because of the past. We should be able to look at it now and see how far it's come.
Well, what we do in Pyramid Art Books and Custom Framing is we focus on African-American authors, and Hearn Fine Art focuses on African-American artists, and it's appreciable fine art that builds generational wealth and it educates. And so I think that primarily that's our role, is using art and literature to educate people. What's going on at Arkansas Baptist College is fabulous. I mean, taking students who may not have the opportunity to go to college and bringing them into the educational system, giving them the push and the extra assistance that they need is a great thing. But and then to make sure that the buildings and the places that they study and the places that they sleep are well done, and they're very built, you know, they're new.
I have a college in my neighborhood. I have 3 high schools and middle school in my neighborhood. So I think to be able to say I have all this, that it is something positive. And to be able to come from someplace that's extorted and has a meaning to it, it's something that everyone should be involved in and get to know.
The Central High community is fortunate because of businesses like Hearn's Fine Art, Arkansas Baptist College, and other institutions are steadily contributing to general and personal well-being in the neighborhood. Another institution interested in the development of the area is the University of Arkansas at Little Rock.
My part of the University District Educational Network, or University District Initiative, is to work on education and improving outcomes, educational outcomes for the kids who are growing up in the shadow of our campus. That kind of love of education really stemmed from a love of community development, and the idea that if we really want to improve our communities, education is the place to start.
At the library, the Williams Library, they actually did take field trips. You had a little class that you went to, and that a lot of people would actually come and visit and speak, or authors would come and you get to meet some authors and just be able to broaden knowledge.
Large cornerstone institutions are valuable assets, but grassroots efforts are the heart and soul of a community.
Essentially, a community garden is a plot of land in which people in a neighborhood or sometimes larger areas share to grow their own food. Tomatoes, cucumbers, broccoli, depending on the season. We also have eggs, and in this time of the season, we have baby chicks that we're selling to people to start their own chicken coops. We have earthworms that produce worm castings, which people use as a top dressing on their plants as a natural organic soil amendment. Not quite a fertilizer, but we can use that terminology. And we also grow plants. We sell babies. We have, like I said, we've got hops that we sell to breweries. And we also just make our own compost, and we sell compost. The food goes to the kids who come out, they help plant it, they get to eat it after class. But school's not in year-round, and once school is out, the food goes to volunteers or to people that walk in and want to buy something. But really, it goes out to restaurants, and that ties into the locavore, because those restaurants like to, well, you know, it helps make them money because it's a fad right now, but also it's healthy and local and cheaper. They just point out that their vegetables are local and where it comes from, and more people come and want to eat it. And it's just helping spread knowledge. Folks come here, you know, once or twice a week. They come by and just get what is harvestable at the time. I make sure to pass out cards so that everybody can give me a call and ask before they come, just to make sure everything hasn't been sold. But yeah, people just call and ask what we've got and just treat it as a grocery store.
Small businesses, educational institutions, and grassroots organizations continue to collectively strive to improve the economic, educational, and social vitality of the neighborhood, and that's a great start. But to ensure a thriving Central High community, businesses such as these will have to survive and multiply.
We're not naive. We don't think that this is going to happen overnight. We know that it's not going to be easy. We know that this is not the first effort of this sort to ever be tried. There are lots and lots of good things happening in Little Rock, and we don't want to change those things. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We just really want to see if we all put our best ideas together and really try to work in partnership and collaboratively and hold ourselves accountable to results and to what's happening with our kids. Can we make it so that no matter where you grow up in Little Rock, you have the same odds of getting to college or to any other sort of career training that is needed that any other kid has? And then we really would have quality of opportunity. And that's our whole goal.
The Hearns just put that in last year. They've got an art studio now right across the street from us, and a medical clinic and a coffee shop. And up the street, Boulevard just moved in a new restaurant. Money is moving into this neighborhood. And
there are a lot of beautiful homes that can be renovated, that, you know, would make a beautiful place to raise a family. The quality education at Central High, you know, they've gotten great scores, and the teachers there really do care. I mean, with the National Historic Site, the museum, I think the whole package with the Central High neighborhood is a good environment.
I enjoy living here. This is something I'm proud of. It's somewhere I'm proud to say I came from, and that I think that everyone should feel this way about this neighborhood.